Introduction. It is certainly possible for you to develop a winning mindset so that you can achieve everything in life that you want. You will learn exactly how to do it in this powerful training. The formula for a winning mindset is know what you really want, set goals and make plans, change your subconscious mind to empower you to achieve your goals. You need to accept that it is going to take time and effort to develop your winning mindset. It is likely that you have beliefs and habits embedded in your subconscious mind that are holding you back right now. These are not easy to change, but using the right techniques and being consistent, you can do it. It is important that you understand how your brain works so that you strengthen your belief that you can develop a winning mindset. If other people can do it, then so can you. You can change your existing neural connections and establish new ones to transform your mindset. Your subconscious mind is very powerful, and we will explain how you can change it to your advantage in this training. It is essential that you identify what you really want, and we will show you how to do that too. Setting goals in the right way is critical, and you must have a plan for each goal. Your plans must be broken down into daily tasks that you can complete to move you closer to your goal. Taking consistent action is essential for the development of a winning mindset. Everything that you need to know about developing a winning mindset is in this powerful training. So, watch every video and apply what you learn. The steps outlined in the training require practice, patience, and persistence. Understanding your brain. It is really important that you have a good understanding of how your brain works to develop a winning mindset. There are two main reasons for this. One, it will strengthen your belief that you can develop a winning mindset. Belief is critical. Two, it will motivate you to use the techniques in this training and be persistent with them. Most people let their brains rule their life. They think that they are in control, but they are not. It is an illusion for them that they can choose how they want to feel at any time. Unless you take control of your brain, then it will definitely control you. You will be in reaction mode all of the time, and your mood will change with each situation. You must take conscious control of your brain if you want to be successful. When you do this, you will be able to dictate your moods and your motivation. Failure to do this will leave you at the mercy of the chemicals that your brain releases and having very little control over your life. Structure of your brain. There are billions of neurons in your brain. These neurons are small cells that have tendril extensions that reach out to all the different areas of your brain. You can create new neurons, destroy old ones, and change existing ones. These changes are brought about by your experiences. The neurons in your brain make up your memories and are responsible for the thoughts in your head. Electrical impulses fire through the neurons, and these are signals that command your body to feel and act in a certain way. Your neurons are all interconnected, and if two neurons fire at the same time, often then they have a connection. So if a single neuron fires, then it is likely that others will fire as well, dependent upon the strength of the connection between them. You have clusters of neurons in your brain that are connected and responsible for specific behaviors. It is possible for a single neuron to reach from one end of your brain to the other. So, when you experience something in your life, some of your neurons will fire up based on your memory and your understanding of the situation. If there is a strong connection with other neurons, then they will fire too. You form these connections throughout your life. The end result of particular neurons firing together is an emotion. Your neurons have synapses which they use to communicate. There are neurotransmitters that include chemicals that are released into surrounding cells. There are different types of neurotransmitters. Some of them will make more neurons fire around them, and others inhibit the firing of other neurons. It gets more complicated as some neurotransmitters will help you to commit something to memory, while others will evoke an emotion in you such as happiness or sadness. Every situation that you face in your life will lead to certain neurons firing. They will then release neurotransmitters to perform a specific function. The neurotransmitters are chemicals such as cortisol and dopamine, and the amount of chemicals released depends on the situation. If you are facing a dangerous situation, then the neurotransmitters released would affect your central nervous system. In turn, this will put you on high alert and make physical changes in your body to prepare you to tackle the danger. This is all automatically programmed in your brain. In a dangerous situation, the firing neurons and subsequent neurotransmitters released are designed to protect you. You experience an instant change in your body due to chemical and hormonal changes. The power of neurotransmitters. The neurons in your brain cannot tell real danger from irrational fear. If you suffer from stress due to areas of your life that you don't feel that you are in control of, then your brain sees this as a threat. Some people suffer from stress due to the most minor things, and this is all to do with the way their neurons fire and the neurotransmitters released. When we are stressed, it is normal for dopamine to release into your body. In a way, this is a good thing because it helps to focus your mind on the thing that is causing the stress. Did you revise for exams at the very last minute? The day before the exam, the stress was so great that a dopamine release helped you to concentrate on the exam revision. Having some stress in your life is natural, but too much is bad for you. The dopamine release will only allow you to focus on the thing that is causing the stress at the expense of everything else. The good news is that you can control your stress. Other neurotransmitters. There are a number of different neurotransmitters in your brain released in response to different things such as pleasure, excitement, exercise, sunlight, darkness, tiredness. All of these things will affect your mood. You've probably heard of serotonin. It is the hormone that makes us happy and does other things such as suppress pain and decrease your appetite. Then there is melatonin, which makes you feel tired. An inhibitory neurotransmitter called GABA reduces brain activity to suppress stress and help you to sleep. The dopamine neurotransmitter is related to goal-oriented behavior. It helps you to focus and can help to increase your memory. Your memory also needs the neurotransmitter acetylcholine, as it is excitatory. There are many other neurotransmitters and hormones such as cortisol, testosterone, estrogen, oxytocin, epinephrine, and anandamide. It is not essential that you remember all of these different neurotransmitters. What is important is that you understand that the quantities you have in your body will determine your happiness, your productivity, your creativity, your attractiveness, and much more. Improve your life with neurotransmitters. You can trigger specific states with the release of certain neurotransmitters. When you are able to master this, you will improve your life significantly. One of the best states to be in is the flow state. In this state, you will perform at your best and everything just seems to fall into place. You have total focus, you are able to solve problems easily, and you have heightened reactions. This is a creative focus which is essential for your success. From a chemical perspective, the flow state is similar to when you are in fight or flight mode due to danger. The difference is that there is no feeling of fear or dread. Instead, you will feel exhilarated and your creative problem-solving ability increases. You will shut down your prefrontal cortex, which is the area of your brain responsible for self-doubt. So just imagine what your life would be like if you could switch on your flow state at will. Well, you can. Using the methods in this training, you will be able to produce the relevant neurotransmitters to create the mental state that you want. In the next video, we will discuss the power of your mind. The power of your mind. Everything that you have or don't have right now is the result of your thoughts. For simplicity, we will assume that you have two minds, which are your subconscious mind, your conscious mind. Some say that we have three minds, the third being the unconscious mind, but it is easier to focus on the subconscious and the conscious. If you are not experiencing the success that you desire at this moment, then your subconscious mind will be holding you back. Your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is extremely powerful. It enables you to do things on autopilot without the intervention of your conscious mind. This is both a good thing and a bad thing. Your breathing is controlled by your subconscious mind, which is a good thing, as you never need to use your conscious mind to remind you to breathe. But your subconscious mind has also been subjected to years of programming, some of which is preventing you from achieving the success that you want. This programming will fire different neurons and release different neurotransmitters in various situations. The good news is that you can change the programming of your subconscious. Your subconscious controls a great deal of your behavior. It may shock you to know that your conscious mind is responsible for around 10% of your thoughts and actions, whereas your subconscious mind is responsible for the other 90%. Unlike your conscious mind, your subconscious is working for you all of the time. Even when you are asleep, your subconscious is active. The thing is that your subconscious is unable to differentiate the real from the imagined. So the thoughts in your head can convince your subconscious that something is real. Your conscious mind. The mind that you are aware of is your conscious mind. It identifies different information through your senses: sight, smell, taste, touch, hearing. When your conscious mind receives information from your five senses, it will make decisions based on what you deem relevant in your life. The conscious decisions that you make have a significant impact on your subconscious mind. Every day of your life, your conscious mind makes decisions that reprogram your subconscious mind. This happens without you even realizing it. Your beliefs, thoughts, and habits all end up programmed in your subconscious. It is a garbage in, garbage out scenario. If your conscious mind decides that you are not good at making money, then this gets programmed into your subconscious. It will stay there until you reprogram your subconscious. Train your subconscious. The first step to developing a winning mindset is to train your subconscious to think successfully. You may think that this sounds like an extremely difficult or even impossible thing to do. After all, your subconscious has had years of programming. But it is possible if you use the right techniques and put in consistent effort. In the first video, you learned about neurons and neurotransmitters. The configuration of the firing of neurons comes from your subconscious, as does the neurotransmitters released. If your subconscious believes that you are no good at making money, then when you think about making money, it will fire off the appropriate neurons and release specific neurotransmitters. The result of this is that you will experience a thought in your head, something like, "You have never been any good at making money, so don't waste your time." Have you ever had thoughts like this? Of course, you have. We all have. To develop a winning mindset, you have to change your subconscious programming so that you experience different thoughts. Can you reprogram your subconscious mind? Yes, you certainly can, and it is what this training is all about. The reason why most people do not change the way that their subconscious minds are programmed is because it takes effort and consistency. It's much easier to sit on the couch watching meaningless TV and eating chips. But you are different. The fact that you are taking this training puts you streets ahead of the majority of the population. Taking this training will make you aware that you can develop a winning mindset. Taking consistent action will turn this into a reality for you. If you have a number of limiting beliefs buried in your subconscious mind, then you can change these. You can turn negative habits into positive and empowering ones. It is essential that you believe that you can do this. Without unwavering belief, you will fail. The first two videos of this powerful training showed you how your brain works and the power of your subconscious mind. By changing the programming in your subconscious, you will change the way that your brain works in terms of the firing neurons and released neurotransmitters. The concept is simple, but the practice isn't. You will need to use the right techniques, which you will learn in this training, and then act on them on a consistent basis. This has worked for other successful people, and it will work for you too. In the next video, we will discuss knowing what you want from your life. What do you want? Imagine that you have gathered 100 strangers in a room, and 50% are male and 50% are female. You then ask them this question: what do you want from your life? What do you think the response will be? Well, there will probably be a lot of painful expressions on the faces of a number of the people as they think hard to try and answer the question. The responses are going to be different with each group of people, but most likely they will be as follows. A very small percentage, around 3%, will tell you exactly what they want from their life. A larger percentage will say that they have some ideas but have not decided yet. The vast majority will tell you that they have no idea or have not even thought about it. Here's the bottom line. If you don't know what you want, then you will end up with whatever life throws at you. Sadly, this is how most people live their lives. They do not have a purpose in their life that drives them. They do not have a winning mindset. How do you think the people will react if you ask them where they will be in 5 years' time? Most of them will have no idea, and only a very small percentage will be able to tell you where they will be without hesitation. These people are winners. They know what they want and where they want to be. You must decide what you want. You can only develop a winning mindset if you know what you want. If you are not clear on what you want right now, then don't worry. This training will help you. The reason that most people don't know what they want is that it takes effort to think about it and then decide. You are different because you want to develop a winning mindset. You need clear goals and a reason why. The setting of goals will provide a clear path for your success. Developing a why statement for your goals will provide you with the motivation to achieve your goals. Anyone can set goals. In order to achieve your goals, you need an emotional driver. The emotional driver is your why statement. It makes you jump out of bed in the morning ready to take massive action and move closer to your goals. So here's what you need to do now. Set aside some time to think about what you want. The best way to identify what you want is to ask yourself a number of questions and then write down the answers. Here are some examples. Do I want to be financially free? Do I want to develop a new skill? Do I want to find a dream lover? Do I want to give more? So, armed with pen and paper, ask yourself questions about the different aspects of your life, including your career or business life, your finances, your personal life, including relationships, your health and well-being, your contribution to others. So for your career or business life, you could ask, am I happy with my income? Or am I happy with my current career or business? For your finances, you could ask yourself, am I in control of my finances? Or am I making my money work hard enough? For your personal life, you could ask, do I love myself enough? Or do I want someone to love me? Or even, am I happy with the home that I have? For health and fitness, you could ask, am I healthy enough? Or do I need to lose weight? Or am I confident enough? And for helping others, you can ask, do I do enough to help others? Don't just stick with the questions here. When you think about the different aspects of your life, you can come up with many more questions, and you need to do that. Don't rush this exercise, as it is very important. Knowing what you want from your life is key to your success. After going through the exercise above to ask questions about what you want from your life, you should end up with a pretty long list. So for example, if you ask the question, am I happy with my income? And the answer was you were not happy, then you need to rephrase this to something like, I want to increase my income. You then need to go through all of these answers to find out what you really want. How badly do you want something? We would strongly recommend that you go through this exercise to determine what you want and start to set your goals. But one thing that you don't want to do is end up with too many goals. So, you need to go through a process of identifying which of the things on your list that you really want. The process to do this is fairly straightforward. You need to examine each of the statements you made on your list and then think about how achieving them will make you feel. So, if you want to increase your income, for example, imagine that you have already achieved this and then note the feelings that you experience. If the feelings are really strong, then this is something that you really want. Most of the things on your list will make you feel good when you imagine that you have achieved them. But only a small number will conjure up feelings that are so strong you will know that these are things that you really want. It doesn't matter if only one thing on your list generates really strong feelings. This is what you need to set your goals around. If you have more than one, then you need to prioritize. At the most, you should only pursue 3 goals at the same time, and they need to be different, such as financial, health, contribution. If you try to do too much, you will increase your chances of failure, especially when you are just starting out. In the next video, we will discuss your why statement and how to set goals properly. Why statement and setting goals. Creating a strong why statement is essential for developing a winning mindset. You're going to need to work on yourself as well as the tasks associated with your goals, and this is going to require a lot of consistent effort. A strong why statement will provide you with daily motivation. You can have a personal why statements for your goals, and a why statement for your business. In this training, we will focus on a why statement for your goals. It really doesn't matter what format that you use to create your why statement. As long as it reminds you of why you want to achieve your goal and it motivates you, that's all that matters. Why statement for your goals. Having an individual why statement for every goal that you set is necessary because you can make these specific to each goal. So, if you want to make additional income or lose weight, then it is fine to write a separate why statement for both of these. Your why statement needs to spell out the real reason why you are pursuing a goal. It is unlikely that the main reason why you want to lose 20 pounds is to fit into your old clothes. You need to be really honest with yourself here. It's much more likely that you want to lose weight so that you can be more attractive. When you are writing your why statement, ask yourself these 2 questions. 1, what is the real reason that I want to achieve this goal? 2, how will I feel when I have achieved this goal? So the real reason for you wanting to increase your income is that you want to impress your partner or get one up on your friends and family. Be totally honest here. Your reason needs to drive you to make the changes that you need to achieve your goal. Asking yourself how you feel when you have achieved your goal is also very important. You need to make these feelings strong and write them in your why statement. These feelings will drive you forward with your goal if you are struggling for any reason. We recommend that you read your why statement every morning when you get up so that you can set yourself up for the day. Keep a copy of your why statement with you wherever you go. If you are experiencing feelings of procrastination or you are facing a difficult setback, read your why statement again to inspire and remotivate you. Setting goals. Just having a list of goals is not much use. Okay, it is better than not having any goals at all, but that's about it. People say things like, I will lose weight next year, or I will earn more money next year. The trouble is with these statements is that they are not specific. If you lose half a pound of weight in the next 12 months, then you will have achieved your resolution. But is that what you really meant? Probably not. Smart goal setting. When you set any goal for yourself, it needs to be challenging and take you out of your comfort zone. This is essential because by doing things that you have never done before, you will create new neural patterns in your brain. These new neural patterns will assist you in developing your winning mindset. If a goal is too easy, then it is not worth writing down. Just do it anyway. You're not going to develop your winning mindset by doing things that don't challenge you. Winners always relish a challenge, and you need to as well. You must write your goals down. It is okay to have a copy of your goals on your computer, but write them down initially. There's something about using a pen and paper to record your goals that is really empowering. We recommend that you start a journal and record them there. It is a great tool for tracking your progress and reflection on what you have achieved. At this stage, do not concern yourself with how you will achieve your goals. We will cover this later. You need to record your goals in a format that will help you to achieve them. The best format, in our opinion, is the SMART goal setting process. Here's what the SMART goal setting process is all about. Specific. You must set specific goals. What exactly do you want to achieve? Don't just say that you want to lose weight or earn extra money. Be specific about how much weight you want to lose, in other words, 30 pounds, or how much money you want to make, in other words, $100,000. Measurable. It is essential that you can measure your goals so that you will know how well you are progressing. So, with a weight loss goal, you can step on the scales periodically to see how well you are doing. For earning more money, keep a record of your income every month. Attainable. This is all about totally believing that you can achieve the goal. We believe that you should go for whatever you want. But if you are in your mid-50s and a bit overweight, then being the next Olympic gold medal winner in most disciplines is not going to be attainable for you. Neither is making $1 million over a weekend. Realistic. Is the goal you have set realistic? Do you have the resources, money, and skills to achieve it? We're not asking you to limit yourself here, but you must keep it real. You are not going to lose 30 pounds in a week, nor are you going to learn to speak another language fluently in a short period of time. Timed. There must be a deadline for each of your goals. This is pretty simple to understand. Choose a time frame to achieve your goal. Is it 3 months, 6 months, or a year? These are all short periods of time. In the next video, we will discuss how you will achieve your goals by creating plans. Create plans to achieve your goals. Now, it is time for you to work out how you will achieve your goals. You need to create a plan that includes the actions you need to take on a daily basis. By taking daily action, you will confirm to your subconscious that you are a winner, and this is essential for the formation of your winning mindset. Trying to achieve a goal without a plan is useless. Your plan is your roadmap to success. When you first create your plan, you will not get it perfectly right. This is fine, just make adjustments as you go along. Today, we are lucky to have information at our fingertips on the internet. Use this to your advantage. Whatever you want to achieve, there will be someone who has done this already and shared their experience online. So, take a look at what they did and whether this is a good fit for you. An effective planning technique. You can create an excellent plan to achieve your goals by asking yourself the right questions. So, you need to go somewhere quiet with a pen and paper or your journal and ask yourself how you are going to achieve each of your goals. Take as long as you need to do this. Usually, you will spend at least 20 minutes on this exercise. So if you want to make $100,000 in a year, ask yourself, how can I make $100,000 in a year? Write down all of the ideas that come to mind. When you ask a question like this, your subconscious will respond. It has to respond to any internal questions that you ask. Asking yourself questions is extremely powerful. Keep going with this until you really cannot come up with any more ideas. Once you have a list for your plan, you can add to it later. Each night before you sleep, ask yourself the same question. Your subconscious will work for you while you are sleeping, and it is likely that you will wake up with more ideas. If you have an idea in the middle of the night, then have a pen and paper handy so that you can write it down and then go back to sleep. It doesn't matter if the ideas sound crazy, just write them down. People with winning mindsets use this technique all of the time. Break your plan down into daily tasks. Once you have the ideas for your high-level plan, then the next step is to break this down into things that you can do each day to move you closer to your goal. When you take daily action towards your goal, you make a statement to your subconscious mind that you really are serious about making this happen. In turn, your subconscious will do everything that it can to help you. If you were only to take action every few days, then your subconscious would not believe that you are serious and provide no assistance to you at all. It is essential that you have your subconscious mind on your side at all times. So, for example, one of your tasks for the first day could be to look at the different ways that you can make $100,000 in the next year. This could be to get a higher paying job or even a second job. Or it could be to create a side hustle, like an online business, to make the additional money that you need. It is essential that you take action right away. Write a list of your daily tasks each day and cross them off when you have achieved them. As time goes on, your subconscious will change and your winning mindset will take hold. Try not to miss taking action on any day if you can. If you have something on your to-do list that you were unable to complete, then don't beat yourself up over this. Just transfer it to your task list for the next day and get it done then. When you do complete all of your daily tasks, then give yourself a congratulatory pat on the back. Be accountable. If you work a job, then you have a boss to be accountable to. With a business, it is all about being accountable to the customers. When you're working on your goals to achieve what you want in your life, then you are accountable to nobody. You can change this. Some people need others to be accountable to, and others don't. If you are a true self-starter, then you probably do not need anyone. But if this is your first time setting goals and seriously wanting to develop a winning mindset, then it is a good idea for you to have some accountability. If you want someone to push you and motivate you, then think about your circle of family and friends. Is there anyone in this group that will really tell you how it is and kick you in the rear if you are falling behind with your tasks? The last thing you want to do is choose someone that will sympathize with you and say things like, "Never mind, there's always tomorrow." You need someone who will truly hold you accountable. And if you are struggling to find someone, then there are websites where you can declare your goals and the community will push you hard to achieve them. Imagine this scenario. You are still working at your full-time job and you have had a stressful day. You return home and there are daily tasks waiting for you. So what do? Take the evening off? If you are not accountable to anyone, then you can easily procrastinate because only you will know about it. If you have to explain your lack of activity to someone that you know will give you a hard time, then this can be the extra push that you need to overcome the tiredness and tackle your tasks. You know which option is better, don't you? Don't share your goals with everyone. We do not recommend that you share your goals with everyone you know. Our reason for this is because, without exception, everyone has negative people within their circle of family and friends. If you are currently earning $30,000 a year, and so are most of your friends, and you then suddenly announce that you will be earning $100,000 or more from the next year onwards, then this will shock people and probably make them jealous. They will find all kinds of ways to try and talk you out of this. You will hear things like, "You'll never do it," and "You haven't got what it takes." If you have a strong winning mindset and mental toughness, which we will discuss in a later video, then you can just let these kinds of comments bounce off you and carry on regardless. But you are not at this point yet, and this kind of negativity can be devastating to your progress. Sometimes people really close to you, such as your parents or siblings, may tell you that you are wasting your time. Some may even laugh at you. So our advice is to keep everything to yourself until you have developed the mental toughness to deal with this. In the next video, we will discuss how you can control your thoughts to develop your winning mindset. Control your thoughts to develop your winning mindset. To develop a winning mindset, you must control the thoughts in your head. This is not easy to do, but by consistently using the techniques in this video, you can certainly do it. Controlling your thoughts will change your outlook from negative to positive. This is a giant step in the process of developing a winning mindset. Reprogram your subconscious mind. All of the thoughts that you've had in your life so far are responsible for where you are today. Whatever you have or don't have in your life right now is down to your previous thoughts. If you don't have what you want in your life right now, it is because you experienced the wrong thoughts. It is all down to you. Not only do you need to change your thought process, but you need to control the thoughts that swirl around in your head as well. Successful people with winning mindsets do this all of the time. We want to warn you now that the techniques we are going to reveal to you do work well, but they are not miracles. You will need to practice them every day to get the best results. When you have a winning mindset, this is second nature. Everyone experiences thoughts in their head every day. Sometimes this is called self-talk or your inner critic. It is all the same thing. This self-talk is in your conscious mind and is very powerful because it will create new beliefs in your subconscious mind or strengthen existing beliefs. If you do not control your thoughts properly, then your subconscious mind can work against you and stop you achieving your goals. So how do you stop this? It is a simple matter of controlling what goes into your subconscious mind and what stays out. You are in control. Always remember that you are in control of your thoughts. Nobody else controls your thoughts. What people say can influence your thoughts, but ultimately the way that you process the information is down to you. We all have negative thoughts every day. Even people with winning mindsets experience negative thoughts. If you let them, these negative thoughts will totally destroy your dreams and will prevent you from developing a winning mindset and achieving your goals. So, what can you do about this? The answer is to neutralize your negative thoughts with positive ones. Yes, it is that simple. The practice is more difficult, of course, but the effort and persistence will pay off for you and you will be able to change your mindset from negative to positive. Negative people always end up with things that they don't want in their life. Positive people are far more likely to get what they want. So, which one do you want to be? Most people are somewhere in the middle of being negative and positive. Use the techniques in this training to swing over to the positive side. The reason that negative people get things that they don't want is because of the law of attraction. This is a powerful life law that provides people with what they focus on. Negative people focus on bad things, so they get bad things in return. People with a positive winning mindset focus on good things and get good things in return. How to get rid of negativity. It is time for you to be selfish if you truly want to develop a winning mindset. All of us have people in our circle of family and friends that are negative. These people spend as much time as they can complaining about everything. It is always someone else's fault, of course. Each time that you are in the company of these people, their negativity will have an impact on you. Until you have developed your winning mindset and have the mental toughness to go with it, you need a way to deal with the negativity of others. It is ridiculous for us to suggest that you never meet with these people ever again. Some of them will be loved family members and friends that you have had for years. But we do recommend that you cut down the amount of time that you spend with them. When you are in their company and they start to question what you are doing, then you need to handle this correctly if they make negative comments and criticisms. So if anyone says to you, "You will never be able to do that," immediately neutralize this by thinking, "I can do anything." The other good way to deal with the negativity of others is to just treat what they say as their opinion. Everyone has opinions, and some people love trying to force these on you. So, when you hear something negative, just think to yourself, this is just their opinion, and they are not right. Not all criticism is bad, of course. If someone that you respect tries to give you constructive criticism about the way that you are doing something, then always be prepared to listen. When you believe the criticism to be unjustified, then just think, this is just their opinion and they are not right. But if there is something valuable to you in the criticism, then thank the person for pointing it out. As an example, you may have decided to hire a mentor to help you achieve a goal. This person has done what you are trying to achieve, so you need to listen to what they tell you. It is your choice whether you accept this advice or not. Another thing that we strongly recommend that you avoid is spending hours on social media. There are a ton of negative messages out there in social space. You may think that you can handle it, but in the beginning, this can be really tough for you. We are not saying never use social media, but just cut down the time that you spend on it. What about the news on TV? Some people just cannot miss the news and are happy to soak up all of the negativity that it brings. Our advice is to stop watching the news, especially first thing in the morning. Don't start your day off with lots of negative messages surrounding you. Controlling your own thoughts. If you receive a negative comment from another person, then you are less likely to believe this and internalize it than if it is a negative thought that just pops up in your head. This is because you trust yourself more than you do anyone else. If you suddenly think, "I cannot do this," it is going to have much more of an impact than anyone else telling you the same thing. What you need to do here is act on this negative thought immediately by thinking, "I can do anything and I will figure this out," or something similar. You do not want the negative thought, "I can't do this," entering and embedding itself in your subconscious mind. If you don't neutralize thoughts like this, then your subconscious will start believing that you can't do a lot of things, which will have devastating consequences for you. Break those existing neural connections by neutralizing negative thoughts. Did you ever wonder why some negative thoughts just seem to dominate you? This happens to everyone, and the reason is that you are focusing on the problem rather than the solution. If you are having some financial problems and you don't have enough money for the rent, then focusing on this problem will sap your energy and make you weak. The answer to this is to focus on a solution. Ask yourself, what are the best ways for me to find the money to pay the rent? Your subconscious will help you by providing some ideas. When you do this, you will free yourself from the negative spiral that you are in. You will have more energy to tackle the problem and come up with the right solution. Use your past as a reference, and that's all. People that have winning mindsets use their past as a useful reference and nothing else. They never dwell on the mistakes that they made in the past, and you need to do the same. Far too many people dwell in the past and let this rule their future. Just because you failed at something in the past doesn't mean that you will always fail at it in the future. We have all failed before, and the trick is to learn from the mistakes you make and move on. Don't let your past prevent you from succeeding today and in the future. If you let your past control your future, you send the wrong message to your subconscious mind. It strengthens the belief that you tried it once and failed, and therefore you will always fail at it. Do you have a habit of giving up on new things easily? If you do this, it's because you have always done this. You are letting your past influence your future. So how can you leave the past behind? Again, it is all about controlling your thoughts. When you're going to start something new and a thought comes into your head like, I will not stick at this for long, then neutralizing this immediately with something like, it doesn't matter that I gave up on things easily before. Now I will see them through. It is going to take persistent effort to make this work for you. There is no magic spell or overnight fix to control your thoughts. After a fairly short time of neutralizing your negative thoughts, you will find that you have a much more positive outlook on life. This is the first sign that you are taking control of your thoughts. Take advantage of positive affirmations. Using positive affirmations each day will help you to develop a winning mindset fast. It is a great method for making the transition from negative thinking to positive thinking. Even people with winning mindsets have self-doubts and think negatively about themselves at times. But in an instant, they can snap out of this state and get back on the positive trail. So, what we recommend you do is spend some time thinking about your weaknesses. This may sound negative, but please bear with us here. Write down those weaknesses and then write a positive affirmation around each one of them. If you believe that one of your weaknesses is to give up on new things too easily, then you can create a positive affirmation that says, I never give up and always see things through until the end. Or maybe you are easily distracted, so an affirmation could be, I am laser focused on getting what I want, and I will not let any distractions get in the way. Create your list of positive affirmations and then use them at least twice a day. Read them out loud when you get up and again before you go to sleep at night. Over time, this will make a massive impact on your positivity, and you will develop the power to do anything that you want. In the next video, we will discuss the traits of a winning mindset that you need to develop to grow your mental toughness. Winning mindset traits and developing mental toughness. People with winning mindsets have a number of traits in common, and you need to develop these traits as well. It is not easy to cultivate that winning mindset, and you're going to face a number of challenges along the way. With the right mental toughness, you will easily bounce back from any setbacks and achieve your goals. There are going to be times when you are faced with problems that you don't know how to solve, and this can overwhelm you. Then there will be times when you are tired and do not have the energy to get your tasks done. Everyone has these problems. So how do people with winning mindsets overcome these issues and keep moving forward? The answer is that they have a mental toughness that sees them through the difficult times. We call this an iron resolve, which means that whatever situation they are in, they will get through it and keep going. When you have a winning mindset, you will not use escapism tactics such as watching junk on TV or spending hours on social media. If an issue starts to overwhelm you, then you will quickly snap out of this state and look for an answer. Use the law of inertia. What is the law of inertia? The best way to explain it is that it is difficult to change at the beginning, but once you have worked on that change for a while, there will be a great force to keep going with it. This is because you change the neural connections in your brain. In order to make this work for you, it is important that you push yourself to do something even when you do not feel like doing it. You're going to have bad days where you just don't want to work on your tasks. The best way to get out of this state is to push through it. When you do this, you will confirm to your subconscious mind that you are a winner. Winning mindset traits. There are 6 traits that all people with a winning mindset have. 1. Start. 2. Prioritize. 3. Focus. 4. Persistence. 5. Review. 6. Organization. Let's take a look at each of these in turn. Start. People with winning mindsets always start, and that means start right now. Don't wait around for anyone or anything. The time to start is right now. When you start, you will utilize the power of inertia. Writing a book starts with the first few words, so just make a start and keep going. But what if you can't make a start right now? What if the thing that you want to do is just too difficult for you? Never believe that anything is too difficult for you. Just make a start on it. Most things are nowhere near as difficult as they seem at first. Break a large task down into smaller components and make a start. If you have too many things on your daily to-do list and don't know where to start, then this can overwhelm you and it can lead to you starting nothing. So in this situation, you need to develop the second trait, which is to prioritize. Okay, so you have 7 tasks that you want to complete today. Which one do you want to start with? We recommend that you start with the task that will nag at you all day if you don't do it. Maybe this is paying a bill or responding to an important email. For some reason, you've been putting this off and now the pressure is really on. You do not want to have this kind of pressure in your life, so just do this thing first. You will feel so much better afterwards and empowered to get the other tasks done. If something is stressing you out, then it will be hard to concentrate on your other tasks. The next priority is to choose the easiest task on your list. This may be contrary to what you have learned before. A lot of guides will tell you to tackle the most difficult thing first, but we do not agree with this. By tackling something easy, you build momentum to move on and use the law of inertia to your advantage. This does not mean that you should procrastinate over difficult tasks, of course. You need to complete these as well. It's just a lot easier to tackle the more difficult tasks when you have the momentum from already completing easier tasks. So after completing a task that is going to stress you out if you don't complete it, and completing the easiest task on your list for momentum, you need to take a look at the remaining tasks and prioritize them in order of importance. Then complete each one in order. Focus. The ability to concentrate fully on what you are doing until it is complete is one of the most powerful tools in a winning mindset, and it will build your mental toughness. It is tougher now to focus on things than it ever was before because today's world is full of distractions. Make sure that you avoid obvious distractions. Don't try to work on your tasks with the TV blaring in the background. Similarly, it will be really tough for you to complete your tasks in a room full of people that are talking. You know the things that are going to distract you, so avoid them. It is almost impossible not to be distracted all of the time. When this happens, you need to refocus on what you were doing again. If you are the type of person that has a wandering mind, then keep focusing until it becomes second nature. Persistence. This is another great winning mindset trait that you simply must develop. Persistence wins wars, wins gold medals at the Olympics, creates multi-billion-dollar companies, and finds cures for diseases. It is the total opposite of giving up. When you give up on something, no matter how small, your subconscious receives the wrong signals, and this will make you more likely to give up again in the future because you strengthen this neural connection. Why do people give up? One of the most common reasons is fear of failure. Do you think that people with winning mindsets didn't make mistakes and feel like giving up at some point? Of course, they did. But they didn't give up because they were persistent. They learned from their failures and they moved forward. If you are in a situation where you feel like giving up, then get out your why statement and read it. This will light a fire under you and give you the motivation to keep on going. Stand up and move your body. Punch the air and say out loud, "Come on," to give yourself renewed energy. Keep working on persistence. It is a very valuable mental toughness trait to have. You will never develop a winning mindset if you keep giving up. Persistent people always win the day. Review. It is very important to review what you are doing regularly to see if you are on the right track. If you don't do this, then you can spend a lot of time and energy moving in the wrong direction. Let's say that one of your goals is to lose weight. One way to review this is to step on the scales regularly. But there is more to it than that. Does your new regime make you hungry and tired? Are you feeling healthier through what you are doing or unhealthier? When you review the things that you are doing, it will tell you what is working and what isn't. You can do more of what is working and take a different approach with the things that are not working out as you expected. Organization. If you are disorganized in your life, then this will present you with a number of challenges that you can easily avoid. Imagine needing something to complete a task and not having a clue where it is. This can be a computer file or a physical document, for example. You have to find it, and this will stress you out and waste your valuable time. There's no magic wand to wave for better organization. It is just something that you have to do. Just practice being more organized with your computer and important documents at your home and office. In the next video, we will discuss the importance of a daily routine to develop your winning mindset. In the final video, we will discuss the best practices to develop a winning mindset. Use the right daily routine to develop your winning mindset. The best way to develop your winning mindset is to establish a daily routine to support this. This involves taking consistent action each day and sending the strongest signals to your subconscious mind. Consistent daily action will create new neural connections in your brain, and you will strengthen them each time you act. Get a good start to each day. Always start each day off in the right way. Read your why statement. Read your goals. Read your positive affirmations. Visualize that you already have what you really want. Plan your day and start working on one task. All of these things will help to send the right signals to your subconscious mind. They will also help to develop your winning mindset traits and mental toughness, especially persistence. Start and maintain a journal. If you don't have a journal, then we highly recommend that you start to use one right now. You can record your why statement and goals in the journal as well as your positive affirmations. It is also a good idea to record your daily tasks in your journal. Make a note of your feelings as you continue your journey. Each day, make an entry in your journal about what you have done and how you feel. Note any obstacles that you had to overcome. After you have made a few journal entries, you can reflect back on how far you have come. This is great for extra motivation. If you are feeling down for any reason, then get out your journal and recall what you have achieved so far. Learn something new each day. Be committed to life learning. Learning does not end when you leave school. This is just the beginning. Make a commitment to learn at least one new thing each day. It doesn't matter how small this is. Keep building on your knowledge all of the time. End the day right. Before you retire at night, we recommend that you do the following. Read your why statement. Read your goals. Read your positive affirmations. Visualize that you already have what you really want. Plan for the next day. Again, you are sending the strongest signals to your subconscious mind. You will sleep soundly knowing that you have planned out the next day. Handling inactivity. There are going to be times when you just cannot complete your daily actions or even start them because something happens in your life to prevent this. This could be a tragedy like a death in the family or some other kind of emergency. Whenever you miss a day for whatever reason, don't beat yourself up over it. On these inactive days, find a few minutes on your own when you can think about your actions and your goals. Do this in a bathroom if you have to. Carry a piece of paper and a pen with you and then write a mini plan on how you will recover from this inactivity. You may need to reprioritize the actions so that the next day you tackle the really important ones first. The important thing is that you think about your goal and your actions. You need to keep telling your subconscious mind that you are a winner. This really works and will only take a few minutes. In the final video, we will discuss the best practices to develop a winning mindset. Best practices for developing a winning mindset. Here are the best practices that we highly recommend that you follow to develop your winning mindset. By following these best practices, you will give yourself the maximum chance of developing a winning mindset in the shortest possible time. 1. Understand how your brain works. When you understand how your brain works, you will be able to see that you can make changes to the neural connections that exist at present. You can change those connections and also create new ones that will help you to develop your winning mindset. It is essential that you believe this is possible. 2. Use your subconscious mind to your advantage. Your subconscious mind is all-powerful and is the key to developing a winning mindset. Over the years, you have programmed your subconscious mind, which has resulted in the life you have today. You need to train your subconscious to believe that you are a winner by using the right techniques and taking consistent action. 3. Decide what you want. People with winning mindsets know what they want. Take the time out to determine what things you really want from your life and then prioritize them by assessing if you really want them. Ask yourself questions to identify what you really want from your life. 4. Why statement and goals. Create a why statement which contains the real reason why you want to achieve something. Ask yourself how you will feel when you have achieved this. Read your why statement each day for inspiration and motivation. Set inspiring goals using the SMART goal setting process. 5. Create plans. You need to create plans for achieving your goals that you can break down into daily tasks. A plan is essential as it plots your journey for success. Your plan will never be perfect, and you can adjust it as you move forward. People with winning mindsets always have a plan. 6. Control your thoughts. You must control your thoughts to develop a winning mindset. Neutralize any negative thoughts with positive ones. When you use the right thought control techniques, you will reprogram your subconscious mind and eliminate any negative beliefs that are holding you back. 7. Develop winning mindset traits. You need to develop the 6 winning mindset traits that will provide you with the mental toughness to be a winner every time. These traits are always making a start, prioritize, focus, persistence, review, and organization. 8. Establish a daily routine. With the right daily routine, you will create the right neural associations in your brain by convincing your subconscious mind that you are serious about developing a winning mindset. Read your why statement, your goals, and your positive affirmations at least once a day. Keep a journal. Conclusion. Now that you know what you have to do to develop a winning mindset, it is time for you to take action. Don't just go through this training and then let it gather digital dust on your hard drive. This is your life, so follow the steps and apply what you have learned. Most people have no idea what they really want, so by deciding this, You will be streets ahead of the majority of the population. But don't stop there. Set your goals and take the actions necessary to achieve them. Work tirelessly on controlling your thoughts and develop a mental toughness you need to keep on going when things get difficult. And you need to believe that things will get difficult for you. We hope that you enjoyed going through the winning mindset formula and that you found this training informative and inspiring. Start right now by learning how your brain works and then following the steps to make the changes required to develop a winning mindset. We sincerely hope that you develop your winning mindset and get everything you want from life.